everyone, it's Hillary and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today I'm doing an updated mid-year planner journal stack video. I always love this time of year because it's so neat to see what people's planners look like, what their new lineup is, if anything has changed or been added since January. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to be showing you guys what planners I'm going to be using from July through December 2021. It seems so crazy to me that we're halfway through the year. Oh my goodness, 2021 has been quite the year. So I am gonna put these down. This is just a few of them, and I realize that what you're about to see is kind of absolute craziness. I have way too many planners and journals that I use. I'm just gonna preface this video by saying that. I'm also gonna link in the description box below my video that I created in January of 2021 sharing my initial planner journal lineup. So definitely go watch that video, and I will be referencing in here what has kind of changed and what stayed the same. I'm also going to link in the description box below a blog post on my website that has all of my Creative Faith planner and journal, well, planner products and printables is what it is. And so I haven't actually counted, but I have a lot of planners that I have been creating, which is super exciting, and you'll kind of see more of how I'm using those in this video. But definitely go reference that blog post. It is kind of the great hub of all things Creative Faith when it comes to planners. So definitely check that out. So to kick us off, I am going to be sharing my catch-all planner. This is my planner that I take with me everywhere. It comes with me to work. It is at home, open on my kitchen table. It has all of my events and activities and to-do lists for my personal life. And it is my Creative Faith, well, like sticky notes on it. It's my Creative Faith New Adventures Undated Doodle Planner. I launched this in December of 2020, and I am using the horizontal layout, which looks like this. I love these Creative Faith planners because this side is dot grid and this side has the weekly layout, and so it's really perfect because the dot grid side allows you to totally customize it each week. So sometimes, most of the time I do a Creative Faith to-do list and a personal to-do list. Sometimes I'll put a packing list if we're going on vacation. Sometimes I'll put rent or things that I need to pay, especially if it's at the first week of the month, and I'll use this section for that. I'll oftentimes put an encouraging Bible verse or meal plans or things like that. So I love how I can customize it each week to be different. And then at the beginning, there are monthly layouts, and they come blank, so you can decorate them however you want. And again, between the pages are dot grid, and so I have kind of customized them each month to be a little bit different. I tried using it for tracking habits, writing quotes for the month. You can see I haven't been very effective in habit tracking. And kind of my latest thing is doing a big financial overview in here, and that has been life-changing. I love using it for that, and I can just write out the date paid and the amount and for and stuff like that. So I will have a full flip through of this and what it looks like so far. So I'm not totally sure the order of how I'm gonna edit and post everything, but I will link it in the description box below when it's posted, the flip through of my New Adventures Creative Faith planner. And I have it in this really cute Planner Society cover. So that is my catch-all planner. It hasn't changed. It's not going to. I used to use an academic planner when I was a teacher, but I'm not a teacher anymore. And so my life revolves more January through December now instead of June or July to the following June or July. So that's my catch-all planner. It stays the same, and I kind of like everything being complete and together. So that's why I don't typically switch up my planners mid-year very often. All right, the next planner these first ones are the ones that I use every single day. So this is my Bible study notebook, and I use this every single morning. I actually have a setup video for this that I'll link in the description box below, as well as a process video showing my Bible study routine with my husband. So that's what goes in here. It is a horizontal happy planner that I redated for the whole year. So this planner was gifted to me by a sweet friend, and I think it was originally from 2018 or 2019, I think. And so I redated the whole thing, which was a lot of work, but I love how it turned out. It is, again, a horizontal planner. And so let me find, so this is how I use the monthly spread. I write out the chapter that we have read and 1 or 2 words to kind of summarize that chapter. And then the weekly pages, I write out the chapter that we read and do doodle notes. And I have a YouTube video all about doodle notes that I'll link in the description box below too. And it's my favorite way of studying the Bible. And I will put a flip through video of this in the description box too, from January through June, so you guys can see more details about my Bible study faith happy planner. But this is one that I use every single day, and I love flipping through and looking at this. All right, next we have my happy planner half sheets. It is getting chunky. I use this for journaling. So the pages, the weekly layouts look like this, and I use it for journaling. So at the very beginning of the month, it has just some, well, it's supposed to be kind of like a monthly overview, and so I use that for memory keeping. With photos, and then the weekly layout I use for journaling. And so I write out what happens during my week, and I really love looking back and flipping through this, and it is the perfect amount of space to just write a little bit about each day. I love decorating this planner so much. It's my favorite kind of size and style of happy planner. So again, I'll put a flip through of this from January through June, and then it has this is like the mama and this is the baby. So this is the skinny mini happy planner, and the layout, weekly layouts look like this, and I use this for gratitude journaling. So again, this one's very fun to decorate. I love decorating this one, and it's just a really fun size too. So that's my gratitude happy planner. All right, I have just this giant pile of stuff in front of me. A new planner that I added, so those are all staying the same. A new planner I added is a wellness planner. I really need to do a better job of taking care of my body. I really need to lose the weight that I've gained this year. I stress eat, and this year has been extremely stressful for me and my family, and so I've gained a ton of weight. I'm not pregnant, it's just cookies and ice cream weight. So for me, something that is really helpful for me is wellness planning, and it helps me be able to write out and really be held accountable for working out. And so this is a planner that I got at Walmart, and this is what the weekly pages look like. and I use it for writing out how I do with what I'm eating and if I'm working out. And here's another one of the pages in here. So this is a new planner that I added, and it helps me be more accountable for my health and wellness. So that's a new one. Let's see. Another change that I made is in my business planner. So in January, this is what I was using for my Creative Faith business planner. It is a Happy Planner monthly layout. I don't think I have any pages in here anymore, but the monthly layout is basically like a bunch of checklists. And I would use the monthly calendar overview for YouTube planning and then the little checklist for writing out Creative Faith to-do lists. But this is really big. It's a classic Happy Planner, and I work full-time at church. And so I bring this guy with me. I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but it is. The B6 size. I love the B6 size. I didn't realize how much I would love the B6 size. It's a really, really great size to take on the go. And the classic Happy Planner, like my Faith one, it just lives at home. It lives on my nightstand, and that's what this one was doing too. It was just living on that shelf behind me, but I couldn't use it for planning Creative Faith. So instead, I've kind of retired that, and my new Creative Faith planner is my Hello Today Weekly Goals Planner. This is one of my own planners that I made literally specifically for Creative Faith. I wanted a very simple planner, and so this is what the layout is. It has a spot for my top 3 goals, and then it has dot grid down below, and so it's perfect to customize. So like sometimes I'll make a little spot that says things to film, sometimes it's things to upload onto Amazon, to-do lists, stuff like that. And then the monthly overview I use for doing my YouTube video calendar scheduling, and there's a spot for like my monthly goals and kind of a monthly reflection. I just started using this. And then at the end, there are dot grid pages that I use for planning other projects. So future kits and YouTube ideas and things like that. And so I have a YouTube video flipping through what this planner looks like that I'll put in the description box below. And I will link this on Amazon. It is also B6 sized, and I am working on getting other sizes of this created and uploaded to Amazon too. But I really, really love it. So it went from being, that's a pretty big size difference. So this is my original work planner for Creative Faith, and now I have this little one, and I love it because I made it for me. Because it was something I needed. I needed a planner that was simpler and smaller to take on the go to do my Creative Faith business planning. Okay, another change that I'm making, I didn't actually share the original one in January because it's not decorative planning or anything like that. It's extremely functional. And it's for my job at the church. So Creative Faith is not my full-time job. I do Creative Faith late at night, early in the morning, and on the weekends. That's when I get Creative Faith stuff done. It's not my full-time job at all. My full-time job, I work at a church. And so I have a planner for that. I don't ever decorate it or anything. And I use it for tracking my hours. So I don't want to show you anything with like, I don't know what I can show. Maybe I can show you this. So I basically just write out the hours I work, and I used to designate it by like how many kids, how many kids hours, how many communications hours, and how many youth hours, but it just was taking me way too long. So I did that, and then I have, I'll just do a quick little flash. I use these papers for my weekly to-do lists. And so that's my church planning, and I started working at a church in June of 2016, and so I do use an academic planner for that. And let me know if you'd want to see a YouTube video kind of about my very, very functional to-do lists and things for church. I'd love to share that if that's something you're interested in. It's not decorative or pretty, but it's very functional and helps me get things done. But this planner's finishing, and I'm really excited to use one of my Traveler's Notebook planners for my next planner for church. And so I can use the weekly pages, I will date them and use it for tracking my hours when I'm working there. And then I can use the monthly layout for different events and things that are happening at church to remind me of those. So I'm excited to use one of my Traveler's Notebook planners. I do have a YouTube video all about these that I'll put in the description box below. So that are some of the new things that I'm doing. A few more. This is getting a little bit more into like the journaling aspect. So I guess a lot of these are more journals. My Hello Today is more of a planner that I'm planning things, and my church one and this are more planners in the fact that I'm planning out activities and to-do lists and events. The other ones are more, I guess you could say, more kind of like journals, but they're planner form. Oh, I did want to mention, this is one of my Creative Faith dot grid notebooks. You can see that. It's my very first one that I made, the peonies. It's my favorite one. And if I haven't decorated this spread yet, I use this for the week or until I decorate it. So I also have like Creative Faith ideas in here and whatnot. But it's just very functional planning as well, which is why I don't normally share this very much. Another planner that I retired midway through 2021 is my Seasons of Prayer scripture writing plan notebook. I shared this in my January video along with my Bible study notebook. And so this I have retired now. I have a YouTube video. It's a full flip through of this that I'll link down below. And then this is my new faith planner for like scripture writing and prayer journaling and stuff like that. And I have a setup video of this if you want to check that out. I'll link that down below. So that's another change. And then journal-wise, at the beginning of 2021, I shared with you my Gold Traveler's Notebook with my Bible study notes. And I've been using this every single week for Bible study, and it's been so much fun. I use a lot of stickers and washi tape, and I really, really like this. Let me know if you'd want to see a flip through what that looks like. And then in here also I had sermon notes, and to be quite honest, I haven't used that at all. I do take sermon notes, but they're just in a composition notebook that I have at church because I reference it during the week when I am writing like summaries for the church social media and stuff like that. And also during our online church, that's kind of when I watch from my office at church, and I'm the one managing all the comments and things like that. So it's a little bit hard for me to take like pretty notes. So anyways, I haven't used my sermon note one from here, but that's okay. And then I have a new Traveler's Notebook that I used before. In January I had my Creative Faith devotion books in that one, but I got this other Traveler's Notebook that's really cute. And I have my Creative Faith devotion book, and this is the Rest in Him one, and then my prayer journal for my husband. I live in here now, and I use those throughout the week. Here's another confession time. This is a Word of the Year notebook I set up. It's very, very cute. I haven't used it once this whole year. I have pictures printed and things that I want to add, so I just need to open it and go back in and fill it in. But I haven't used this all year. The last things I'm going to share, two other journals that I have added to my stash. This first one is I have been making these A5 dot grid notebooks that have been really fun to make. I have a blog post that has all of my, all my notebooks and planners and things on Amazon. That's always linked in every single YouTube video. So if you want to see more of about the A5 notebooks. And so I have this really beautiful leather cover that I got on Amazon. And so I have been using this journal for doing just kind of like creative notes, I guess, like from devotion books or podcasts or things like that. So that's been really fun to play with a new size. I like the A5 size too for having it at home. And then lastly, I made a summer journal. And I do plan on making all the rest of the seasons. And so I have been using the B6 size because it kind of goes along with the size of the other Creative Faith planners that I'm using this year. And I have a video showing my setup of this that I'll link down below. But it's kind of a neat way to creatively plan and document over the summer. So that's it. For 2022, I need to simplify. I need to not have this many planners. But it's fun. Sometimes it does stress me out though because there are a lot of them. It's hard to keep up with everything. So for 2022, I need to kind of think about, you know, maybe not doing a whole separate gratitude planner and incorporating it into like my day-to-day catch-all planner. I might not do journaling anymore. I don't know. So I just need to think about for next year how I can simplify. But I really like finishing things. So that's why I really want to stick through them through the end of the year and not abandon a project. I don't like abandoning projects. I like finishing projects. So anyways, we'll see what happens over this next second half of 2021. So comment below which planner was your favorite that I shared today. I'd love to hear that. And which planner do you think I should just get rid of? Is there any? Help a girl out. And I'd love to hear too what planners and journals are you using for the second half of the year. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I'll see you guys next time.